listen, girlfriend, if you like it, I love it. But your husband is the bar of your life. And I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year. So that means in order to be married to your husband, I would have to have a lower life, and I would rather see Jesus first.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I think it's about time for me to start covering some of these relationship things. Not because I care, because I see there's a bias when it comes to a particular group of men on the internet. And it's also a bias that comes between a particular group of women on the internet. So let me call out both of the hypocrisies in the men and the goddamn women who speak on these type of subjects. Because both are equally delusional as fuck. Well, let's talk about Kendra G. I guess she's like a matchmaker. Almost 50 years old. And some would say she throw a lot of dirt or shade on married people or married women wives. But she's hosting a single dating app for women and men to meet each other. But still over the years haven't found that particular man for herself. At some point, you have to know you the problem. That goes for a man and a woman. Now she gonna say some crazy shit to this woman that she's recanting about being a leftover woman. Let's get into it.
Since this topic is about happily not married, I want to take some time and talk about this leftover conversation of women. So there was a woman that came on my dating show and she said, you know, we're the leftovers. And let me tell you something. I stopped her in her tracks. Let me tell you something. You cannot just speak anything on my life and I will agree to it. Words and what you speak upon your life matter. And I told her, listen, I am not a leftover. I won't be a leftover at 80. I'm just not. I'm going to be a 5-star meal, a main course at 85 years old. You don't have to agree. Your opinion does not matter. I'm not running for a president. Your vote does not count for my life. So you can.
I think the woman was saying y'all are left over for men to still be able to marry. Like y'all not married yet. Y'all haven't hit that point in y'all lives that a man has chosen y'all, or y'all allowed a man to choose y'all. Yeah, it sounds most definitely derogatory, and Kendra G might be delusional in the fact that you might just be a leftover. At 46 years old, you feel like this knight in shining armor nigga that supposed to show up and be your end all be all. Sometimes y'all just gonna have to settle and get off y'all high horse and knock y'all level of requirement down just a little bit, and to realize just because a nigga might be a notch lower or 2 notches lower don't mean that man isn't qualified for your life. Now, one thing I do notice about Kendra G, she always bring up her status when it comes to finance or being a notable figure. A lot of women is going to do that, and a lot of women is going to be shit out of luck if she have that attitude trying to attract or obtain or keep a man, because we don't like type of shit like that. We men tend to be selfless when it comes to our finance, and we'll do everything in our power within our range to take care of our woman. So you have a woman talking like Kendra G, when what she won't do for a man because he ain't at a particular status, you'll end up like Kendra G being a goddamn leftover. And that just is how it is, dog.
Have your opinion, but your opinion only affects you. As I said, I will not be a leftover even at the age of 90. As long as I'm alive, I'm never going to be a leftover. And that video was on my page, and then there was a woman in the comment section that said, you are a leftover and you just need to agree to it. And I said, again, if you consider yourself a leftover, then that's your business. But I'm never going to consider myself a leftover. And she said, I would never be a leftover because I'm married to the man I have 3 kids with, and he's a provider. Now I responded, and I'm going to tell you in advance, what I said was very cocky, but she brought me there, and I had to make a point.
Before she started hating on black love, go get your goddamn hoodies. These are new and they're selling out fast. I appreciate all the support because we know we wear this as a message, but we'll always live it as a mindset. Got from your kid size to 3XL. These are very limited, but visit 95way.com or click the it's a product. Y'all should see it on the screen right now. If you don't see it on the screen, go to the pinned comment. But let's get into what Kendra G just said.
And the point that I said, listen, girlfriend, if you like it, I love it. But your husband is the bar of your life. And I'm quite sure I make more than your husband in 1 month than he does in a year. So that means in order to be married to your husband, I would have to have a lower life, and I would rather see Jesus first.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Cheers to that.
Ain't no cheers to that lame ass behavior. It ain't no cheers to it. Because she accomplished something you haven't accomplished. Kids and a husband. You may have accomplished what her husband, hypothetically speaking, because we don't know how much the nigga make. You might have accomplished finances. And see how you went directly to shaming her man for not potentially being where you at financially, and you feel like you have to lower yourself to get with a man because these type of hoes though, dog. And I'm gonna say it. That's why I haven't, cause you gonna be a bitch and a hoe and a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who on this camera. Not just cause you're a woman. Niggas get it too. I got a track record showing that, right? But the behavior and the response is some leftover shit. It's some leftover thinking. They keep telling y'all men don't care about what's in a woman's pockets. But you keep equating yourself to compete with men, not even your husband, just some random nigga. You don't even know. You don't know the status of anything that he got going on. But that's your armor. That is your, I make more money than your husband, so you're with a low value man is basically what she's saying. Women that value money that much when looking for a man just because she have money, that's a woman that don't deserve a man. Don't deserve one. Don't deserve nobody that's gonna treat you right. Because when you look at a man as an object, it's okay, because it's a financial benefit that comes to it. But you see how she dressed right now? Cleavage all out. You know what I'm saying? Men start looking at you as a sexual object. You have a problem with it. So I don't agree with shit. I don't agree with shit this lady just said to this woman, because it's not cute. It's not. It has no decorum. It's not classy. It's leftover behavior.
Let's get into it, because I think it's very important to talk about every marriage is not equal, okay? Just being married to me is not a flex. Being married and having a wholesome marriage and you can still be your complete self, now that's a flex. Now listen, like I said 1,000 times, if it works for you, you like it, I love it. It's your life, girlfriend. I don't want your life though, okay? So as you're trying to judge me and use your life as an example of happiness, I don't want to switch places. I like my life. I wake up every day. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes I wake up every day and I can't even believe this shit. My life used to be a dream. It used to be a dream, and now it is literally my reality. And I don't want to switch places with none of you girls. There was a time I used to want Beyonce's life until I realized how hard Beyonce worked. Beyonce worked too damn hard, y'all. Let me tell you something. Beyonce don't cancel concerts in the
I
rain.
don't know. Y'all watch her. Y'all probably watch her more than me. I've been on Kendra G show, but I was trolling, right? I wasn't seriously. She ended the show because the the type of shit I was saying on there. I was just bullshitting, right? But y'all let me know. Does she always talk about being I guess happily single or happily unmarried? All right? Because I do believe there's people out here that can be happily unmarried and single and not be bitter because it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those type of people. I don't have to have a woman, bro. It's lovely to have one though. You feel me? In house everything. But when you have these bitter ass takes, you can't convince me that you happily unmarried or happily single, right? You accomplish everything. All her friends is married, which is what she gonna say. And you're the only one. Usually birds of a feather flock together. Maybe you're not the bird of the caliber of the friends that are married, right? Maybe you just not that bird. Maybe it's a lot in them, which probably are successful women as well, right? It's a lot in them that men seen that, hey, I gotta wife that up, right? Especially if he got himself together. But does she always talk about being happily single or happily unmarried?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't singing 2.5 hours for you hoes and rain. I'm just not doing it. So let me tell you something. Beyonce, who got my utmost respect, I decided she could have that life, child. I can't do it. I'm gonna be the best at being Kendra G. But I just wanted to share that because there's this commentary that's going on of people trying to say that their life is better. I'm not going to say my life is better than your life because you may be happy in your life, and I respect that. My question is, why can't you respect that I'm also happy in my life? Why do you want to feel that I'm not happy? Why is
Because the way you responded to the woman saying that you was a leftover, if it ain't true, if it doesn't strike a nerve, you don't have the vitriol within your heart to say the things that you said about her husband, and basically saying she's a low value woman, so she got a low value man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody truly happy, the typically lead with grace and love. But then again, if we human, we have breaking points, right? Kendra G could she could just be tired of the shit and the narrative, and eventually got to say something. But still, if I'm this happy single guy, I'm not about to go talk about people in a relationship that might not be the best, or the marriage that might not be the best. That won't be my psychoanalysis on how I view relationships and marriage. People that are single and happily unmarried typically take the footing of a marriage or a relationship in a negative light, which means they ain't too happy. Cause that's how they see people that are coupled up.
why is it important for you to believe that, yes, I'm successful, yes, life is still going for me, but she's not happy? You know, that is what I can't wrap my mind around until I figured it out. Misery loves company, and I am people's worst nightmare. Let me break it down to you. I am a lot of people's worst nightmare because I'm a black woman. I'm a woman. Let's start there. I'm a woman first. I'm a black woman, and I'm a dark-skinned black woman, and I know my worth. You cannot convince me that I am less than ever, honey. And I'm going to keep going. And it's been my secret to my success that people cannot brainwash me to live at the limits that they really.
I ain't gonna lie, this woman is fine though. So so it's something with her. It's something with her. It ain't. I don't think it. I don't think it's men. I'm pretty sure she's been proposed to or engaged, and maybe called it off because she may have been thinking she was better than that man. When let me let her finish.
Really have for their lives. See, what happens is I surpass people in the limits they have in their own lives, and that makes them feel away. You see how, like, think about it in this way. If you outgrew a person that you did high school with, right? Let's say you guys went to high school together and you kept growing in life and you're learning, your growth makes them feel uncomfortable. The reason it makes them feel uncomfortable is because your success indirectly makes them feel less than. Because they could look at a celebrity and say, yeah, they made it, salute to them. But to be attached to a person that they knew, maybe came from the same city, went to the same high school, go so far in life, it makes them feel like, well, what did I do wrong?
I think she talking about a woman. I think she literally talking about women. I've heard women say men felt like they weren't good enough for that particular woman at the time in their life and seen they was going to, and I heard this more than once. I heard this more than once. But I heard women say this, and I'm like, man, them niggas just had hoes. They just had other women and they had to tell you this, let you off softly because they loved you. But they ain't I ain't really want to say right now I got somebody better than you. Or right now I got somebody I'm cracking. But I don't want to make it seem like me getting away from you and you the problem. I don't want to put that. I don't want you to have no low self-esteem issues by me saying it's you or you not good enough. So niggas typically say, "Oh yeah, I'm not I wasn't ready for you." You know what I'm saying? You on a level that I wasn't on. See, we make ourselves look like victims to reel you back in later on in life. You know what I'm saying? When we got our shit together, after we done fucking all the hoes. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. So when women hear these things, they say when men be intimidated, a portion of that's true. But that's the other the main portion. Niggas just niggas want to cheat in peace, man.
Why haven't I gone further in life? And that jealousy and envy, it eats them alive. So what happens is it comes across as hate. Like, I know that the people in the comment section at times, and I'm learning to pray more for them because I know you're just not happy in life. You don't hate me, you hate your life. And when you see my life, it makes you so upset to see a person so happy, so fulfilled with all the things that you think are required, without the things that you think are required to be fulfilled. Ooh, that pisses you off. I know it does. I know it does. And I can see right through it because you are speaking out loud. And I wonder this, if you are so happy, why do you even have time? Why do you even have time?
That laugh was fake. I don't know why she going on this dialogue because typically people only kind of like criticize her about not having a man or she's being single, trying to give advice to single people. And they say she be throwing like dirt and shade on people who are in a relationship like she just did earlier, or women that's in a relationship like she did earlier, or men that's in a relationship that might not be the type of woman she is. So I'm like trying to see what are these random jealous people on the internet in the comment section actually envy about, when it's like they trying to hold up a mirror to you and say, hey, look at you. But you're trying to tell us about ourselves when we have what you don't have.
To focus on me. I don't focus on you because I live my life. That's what I do. I live my happy ass life. You should try to do the same. You shouldn't be worried about the people on the internet if you are genuinely happy. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of people are not genuinely happy. And you have to know this, and this is why you cannot allow them to have you move into their mansion of misery, because misery loves company.
I think she probably should have took her own goddamn advice, not worrying about what people have to say on the internet. If you happy. When that woman said she was a goddamn leftover, she had something negative to say, because maybe she not as happy as she putting off. Well, maybe she's happy in a lot of components in her life, but it might not be the one when it comes to having a family or a relationship. Or maybe she's completely happy, and we just need to mind our goddamn business. But y'all let me know what y'all think.